Hi everyone, my name is Alyshia Williams. I am a level 2 stylist here at Stiletto Salon in Albany, New York. I have been licensed since the year 2008. I have a few certifications under my belt that I'm pretty proud of. I enjoy cutting and I enjoy coloring too, but when I first started out in the industry, I was lucky enough to be certified in pivot point, men's cutting, and women's. I was able to compete on a national level for the company that I was working for at the time, which was Fantastic Sam's. And we did a competition where you could pick a category that you wanted to compete in. In that, I competed in women's cut and color, and I was lucky enough to win runner-up, and my work was published. That was pretty exciting. And then I went on to work in other salons, and I worked with a couple different color lines. I worked with Goldwell and I worked with Chi, but none of them really lit the fire inside of me like Redken has. I have been with Stiletto Salon now for just about a year and a half. And in that year and a half, I've done so much with my career. I have the most amazing mentors here, and I have been able to take my career to a new level, which I'm really excited to have this opportunity. I have been doing hair, like I said, for 10 years. And when I came to this salon, I was feeling really like uninspired and burnt out and questioning, should I really be in the industry anymore? And when I started here at Stiletto, they value education so much. My very first class with Stiletto Salon was a balayage class that we got to take with Sean Goddard, and it took my artistry to a whole new level. Every single time I take a class, it's like it lights a fire inside of me like no other. And working in a salon like this, that's high-paced and innovative and creative and very, very, we love each other and we are always looking out for one another. I wanted to take my career to a new level, and I'm always looking for what can I do to help someone else. So working in a summit salon where we literally grow each other, I am so excited when I'm able to share any knowledge that I have or my journey with someone else. So recently, my mentor came to me, and I had spoke to her before about wanting to dive a little bit deeper in my career and wanting to do things for others. And I had always had an interest in teaching. So I know that someday I want to be an educator in our salon. So she stumbled across the Redken artist brochure that was emailed to her. And I said, all right, let's do this. So here I am. I am really excited to have the opportunity to work with Redken. I have worked with a couple different product lines before, like I said. I've never been an educator, but I really do enjoy working with Redken. I feel like our product line is quite vast. There's something for everyone. The color line always gives me remarkable results. It's something that I can definitely always count on. And the cutting system is amazing. Like, it's so simple. It's literally like the best thing I've ever used, to be honest. So today I'm gonna do my video, and I'm gonna use some techniques that we learned during our class, during balayage, and then some other things that I've also learned along my journey. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm going to do a root melt, and I'm going to do a little hairline tickle, as I like to call it, and I'm gonna do some balayage. Yeah, so let's get started. Since having the opportunity to take education and work with Redken product line and color, I have been able to truly believe in the learn better, earn better, live best. I can't wait to be able to share all of my knowledge and all things Redken with anyone who's willing to take it on. I live to be able to share what I know. I love it. Okay, so this is my client Tina. She came in and she was interested in getting balayage. So she had a bunch of photos for me from Pinterest. So we kind of broke down the pictures to see which ones were her favorite. Did she like warmth? Did she not like warmth? Did she want to see more ashy tones? Would she be curling it like this every day? Would she want to have something that was high maintenance? Would she want something that was low maintenance? And how often would she want to be in the salon? So we came to the conclusion that we decided to do balayage for sure, but we decided to go with something that was kind of dimensional. So we went with a very sandy balayage with what I like to call a hairline tickle. There's a lot of hairline detail in here. So we did like a crown foil through here, and then we balayaged all through here. My technique was I used a horseshoe parting with triangular parts, alternating diagonal back and diagonal forward so that the color would spill and she would get a lot of movement throughout it. The first step that I decided to take was I decided to pre-art her. What this does is it takes any mineral buildup or any product buildup, anything like that off of her hair. So I have a fresh, clean palette to start with. It's a chelator, so you definitely will get results from it. So I put that on her hair dry, and then I proceeded to use the Clean Maniac hair cleansing cream, and I shampooed her twice right over the top of it. You never want to just go for water. You want to be able to shampoo it right off. So what I did after that was I blasted her dry. She decided that she wanted to go with something of this nature so that we could see each other every 6 to 8 weeks so that she could get her hairline tickle refreshed and she could get her toner, or as we like to call it, a glaze set in, and a haircut because she's trying to keep any length that she has. So we also recommended product. My favorite product to recommend to anyone that's been getting any lightening services done is Extreme. It puts the protein back into your hair that you lose when you're lightening. It also helps prevent breakage. It helps to prevent any damage, and it just helps keep the hair nice and healthy and shiny. So with Tina's service today, we decided on a photo that had some dimension in it. So you would see a little bit of warmth, and you would see a lot of those really nice sandy tones in it as well. So with that being our final decision, that is where I decided what products I would be using today on her to create this look. So I decided to go with Redken Flash Lift with Bonder inside, which is my favorite. I love this lightener and what it does for the hair, and the results you get with it. I decided to start her off with 20 volume in my back sections, and then I moved to 30 in the front, just so that I could give her some really nice brightness all around her face, because that's where you see it the most. And then I would obviously be using my very favorite Shades EQ gloss to do her root melt and to glaze her to give her those really nice tones that we were seeing in those Pinterest photos. Yeah. So she started off as a level 6. So it was a really warm level 6. So what we wanted to do today was we wanted to create a little bit of depth in her root and kind of give it a little bit of contrast, but nothing that was going to scream. We wanted to give her somewhere between a whisper and a shout. She definitely wanted it to be noticeable. Okay, so off camera, I went ahead and I placed some hairline foils in here, just like that, for Tina, just so that she can get some really nice face framing money pieces. I did a take on the zipper method. So what I started to do was I did 3 foils this way and then started this way. So when the head starts to get smaller, the part starts to get smaller, I switched to the other side just so that we have some nice balance. So what I did now was I started balayaging in the back. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tilt this forward and I'm gonna clip this off. This out of the way. Up. Okay, up. Out of my way. All right. I'm going to take another parting, just like this. I'm going to take a little bit more than that up. Okay, just like that. Clean. Take a little more off there. Comb it up. And I'm going to clip this right out of the way, just like that. Take a little lightener. I'm going to start here in the center on the bottom. Paint it on there. Just like this. And then I'm going to come on the side here and I'm just going to put it there. Flick it up. So yeah, I just like to take my brush and slightly use the edges of the bristles on the top there to push the product up gently. Then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to use both my fingers to push the lightener in so that we get a nice even saturation. I'm also going to take this and I'm going to walk it up just so that I can see that underneath part. And then I'm going to go in. I'm going to take this and I'm going to paint this to blend. You can use a chip brush for this also. And take the hair, do the same thing, walk it down. Wipe my fingers off. I'm going to use a smooth foil roll. I'm going to rip it. Place the hair right on the foil. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to take a little bit more lightener on my brush. I'm going to saturate this bottom part. Brush it up. The lightener off me. I'm going to take the sides here. I'm going to fold over. I'm going to take this side. Fold this over. Just so that it seals this closed. We can get some nice lift. And it's comfortable for the client to sit like this. They'll be able to get up. They'll be able to go to the bathroom. And you won't lose as many foils. So it'll keep everything in there nice and tight and processed. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take another section here. I'm going to clip this off. Use my color over here where I can use it. Okay. I'm going to take this nice and taut. I'm going to take my lightener brush again, add some lightener. I always start down here, really get that in there. And then add a little bit more to my bristles. I take it and I come here on the sides. Sometimes I go high up, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the look I'm going for. If I want to create a lot of peaks and valleys, then I'll go ahead and I will do one low, one high, one a little bit higher. Balayage is great because it's all about creating a custom look for your client. Take this. All right. Wipe my fingertips off here. I'm going to take another piece of smooth roll foil with it. Place this under my section that I just balayaged. Use this. I'm going to take a little bit more lightener, paint down. And I'm going to pull the top and the bottom tight so it automatically folds over. And I'm going to come to the side. I'm going to do the same thing here. Fold this over. Just so that it keeps everything nice and neat inside there. Okay. So that's how I do the back. And then I come over here on this side and I do the same thing. And I just mirror the parting. So this, I did this way. So when I come to this side, I'm going to part it and I'm going to come this way. Her hair's a little sparse right there, but I'm going to continue all the way up the head and do that. Do my partings this way, just like that. And when I come over here, I'm going to do the same thing, but mirror it. So it comes down into a nice V and creates this really nice waterfall effect we have in the back, where it kind of creates a really nice teardrop shape through here with the depth and then all her lightness down through. So a huge part of what we do here in the salon is make sure that your guest is taking home the proper products and hair care tips to ensure that their hair is going to stay in good condition and that their style is going to last. So what I'm going to send Tina home with today is I'm going to send her home with the All Soft shampoo and conditioner. This contains our RCT protein complex, so it's going to treat your hair from the root to the tip to the core, inside and out. I chose this also because it has argan oil in it, which is going to give her all the softening and shine that she needs to feel confident in what she's wearing. I also went ahead and put all of the products in that I used to create her style. So I started off with our Pillow Proof Primer Spray. This you shake so that it combines the oil and the other mixture here. And this is going to protect her hair up to 450 degrees and speed up her blow drying time. This is a staple for most of my clients. For additional conditioning, then I would send home, if she really liked a leave-in, I would also recommend Redken's One United. Heat styling, this is a must. To create her flat iron waves, I misted this all throughout her hair, zones 1, 2, and 3, before I started flat ironing. While blow drying, I decided for her root that I would use Guts 10. It's a precision root boost, so you can place it where you want to see the most volume. You can use it roots to ends. I really like to use it just on zone 1, kind of into zone 2, but that's it. And then I went in and I put about a quarter size of Frizz Dismiss Rebel Tame in my hand, rubbed it together, and then I roped it through zones 2 and 3 just to give her a lot of frizz protection and some really nice shine, and it makes the hair really, really silky, so it gave me a little bit of slippage with my brush. This is something that she can use at home, and with her hair being curly, she can also feel free to leave this in the summer months and let it air dry. To finish off her wave and to really set it in there, so for toning in zone 1, I used 1 ounce of 5N on dry hair. In zones 2 and 3, I mixed together equal parts of 7GB and 8V to create her end color. After getting the opportunity to attend Redken Symposium this January, I knew that working with Redken was something that I was always going to want to do. I'm really excited for what the future holds, and again, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch my video.